those. And we're looking for exterminator things, pest control kind of things. Because we are seeing cockroaches, which usually you see a couple of them. So we may have to cockroach fog the apartment. Where's your cockroach spray?
Oh, cockroach spray?
Yeah.
If you go
Right back there, guys.
Okay.
all the way to that wall, right?
Okay. So they're directing us to the cockroach spray. So we'll see if we can fog our place to see if that'll handle the cockroach problem. What do you say, what aisle? Did you say that name?
So straight ahead. It's
Oh,
always,
straight,
It's always
okay.
by where the plate sign. It's always against the back wall.
I wonder if this one has a camera on it.
Why would that be 14 and up? It's like a 5-year-old could play with that.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's that got for?
Oh, you're looking. Oh, okay. You're looking for this thing, the Honeywell. That isn't too bad. And this is the other one. Honeywell. It's basically Honeywell. It's a portable air conditioner right here for air cooling. $259. Not too bad.
And this is a big one, 1,500 square feet.
That's a good deal. If you really need one, you can pick it up right here for. It's evaporative cooler. But I don't know. It's portable. Seeing how it hooks up, though. I don't even think it hooks up, sweetie. It doesn't even have a hose. I don't know if it has a hose. The ones I usually do, they have a hose. These are portable evaporated air. So it just evaporates. So there's no hose involved. It's pretty cool. But I don't know it doesn't say the square footage on it. It's saying that air flows up to 72.2 CFM. I don't know what that means. Air distance is 33 feet, coveraging about 450 square feet. I'd like to see it sampled, though, because there's no hose for the hot air to go out of, or I guess it evaporates. This is a portable air conditioner with the hose, this is the good one. You can obviously tell, which is about 400. They're using this brand right here. It's portable air conditioner. These are window units right here, up to almost $500. I don't know. I don't know if I trust the evaporating one, because if it's a low price like that, you don't want to buy something that's just mildly cool. You want it to make sure it really cools you down. Okay. The one I got, freaking brand and stuff, is what's called LG. This, and it doesn't work that well. So we are not really impressed by it. So it doesn't absolutely kill them. But she's looking at this right here.
It's only $298.
Which is a powder. And I guess you just sprinkle it. And she's saying it's $298. We can certainly try it. Sometimes the cheap stuff is the best stuff.
Okay.
Here's some of the other options.
What do you think about traps?
This is a trap here, but it's for ants.
Here's one right here.
Guaranteed to work is what it's saying, though. But did they stick to it? See, it fills up, though, if they stick to it. You could do this and this together, but they'll stick to that. We're trying to eliminate the cockroaches. We're trying to kill the cockroaches.
I just want something made just for roaches. I don't want anything that has to do with other bugs. Because then it's not, it's kind of like when you have an animal and they have fleas, you don't, you wanted to just do fleas. You don't want to do like the fleas this. Because I have less chemicals. We just have a cockroach problem. That's it.
We're going to try Hot Spot. It is odorless. There's no odor. And it's long lasting, and it's a powder. And we're going to look at this one. We have a tornado shelter. I don't know if they recommend on this one. It looks very heavy. So I don't know if they recommend putting this in the ground or leaving it stable. I don't know how much wind it can take, but it's $4,000 right here. It does have 4.3 and 6 feet overhead ventilation. It's 250 mile per hour wind and compliant. That means it's been tested. And it includes seats, conduit for adding power and foam. It is a company called Extreme Storm Shelter, and they do have, you know, installation things. I would assume maybe some of it could go into like a concrete like slab area, so that it can't be picked up. But that's just me looking at it, and it has a. If you go inside right here, it does have a hollow bottom right here. So if you did put it in a concrete slab or something, you'd have to deal with that. There are also these things right here, which are holes for the nuts and bolts if you want to bolt it to concrete. So you could put it like in your basement. I don't know if it would work independently. I did measure it, and it is pretty heavy. It's a pretty heavy thing. It does have a phone number here, and it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get inside of it and just to test, kind of just see and look at. We're doing like a lot of darkness, and it just doesn't seem to kind of move. So I don't know if there's like a lock, but it supposedly does. So probably just for display purposes, they probably by the tornado shelter. Yeah, it's $3,000. It had a spring lock or something. So the lock, yeah, that shuts it.
What if you get stuck in there and can't get out?
Yeah, I know.
You'll be calling like your family, like, we're getting
I would
a tornado
suggest-
shelter. If we cannot get out, we're in this.
I don't know if I would suggest shutting it, but they have a lock on it too. So unlock it that way. Yeah.
I'd be afraid I couldn't get out. That's why you
Well,
don't have to let a loved one know.
about
Hopefully they don't
4,000.
die. Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Crazy.
Make your own hat. It's a circuit hat press. There's the hat, there's the press, and it's about $140. $20 with the Stephen King 6-film collection. I recognize this as Dark Tower. I know that that's Secret Window. That's Stand By Me. That's Apt Pupil. I don't know that one. That one, but I can kind of look at it this way. Christine. Vagabond. Dark Tower. Here, let me see.
I kind of went straight.
We got
Not out, you have.
a Break the Bank limited edition with this right here, and Linda's gonna try it out.
Not yet. See what?
Okay.
Well, the Please Subscribe Show. All right.
And welcome to the Please Subscribe Show.
I'm Linda.
And I'm Cole, and we're gonna do Break the Bank.
$2 ticket, limited edition. Break the bank. Match any of your numbers to either of the winning numbers. Win the prize for that number. Reveal a 2X symbol. Win double that prize for that symbol. Reveal a 5X symbol. Win 5 times the prize for that symbol. All right, here we go, y'all. No whammies. All right, we have a 9 and a 23. Come on, now. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Maybe next time. Thanks for joining us, and y'all have a good night.
You're shoveling dogs. They're showing her. Just my imagination.
It started over this way, right over here. About in this area. Somewhere in here.
Stop. I heard them shoveling outside.
Shoveling? What were they shoveling?
The dog. If we never hear the dog barking now and then, we're down to the right. You see something else in that patio. They can't. Get a smoker outside on the freaking patio because you see everything that happens on the patio. That dog gets shoveling straight.
It hasn't been barking for a while, but it was barking. It was barking last night.
And it is shovel. Heard 3 shovels, like deep in the ground. I'm not like, hey. I heard him slap the dog last night. I did. I very did. Shovel. Nobody's gonna believe us, right?
You think they got the dog?
Maybe. Says she's on here.
What would they do with the dog?
I don't know. Probably put it in the oven and burn it.
Is that what you think they did?
They're using the air vents. That's why it always smells like sloppy joes over here.
Well, I saw the dead bird,
That's what.
but I don't think a dog got it. I think it was either poisoned or it ran into a tree. Probably battery, acid, or whatever the other stuff is. I don't know. Sometimes they get into stuff.
That's not right. Oh, are you kidding me? Hello, are you kidding me?
It's illegal to cook a dog. It's illegal.
Really, you're cooking a fucking human being.
But you're saying someone's shoveling?
Yeah, really like scraping the bottom of the floor. You could hear it, the concrete.
Did you actually see it or just hear it?
I heard it, and then I didn't see it.
You did not see it. Okay, so this is just something you heard.
I'm sitting over there talking to like freaking a dozen and stuff on the phone, like.
And you heard it's probably the guy that's probably working on the road thing.
No, it's
Okay.
inside the apartments. I heard the shovel. I saw the shovel.
Okay, come in point. Okay, so we are basically looking at this, and this is basically talking about today, which I'm going to say is July. Yes, give me a second, ma'am. Have to let this okay, here we go. So today, I have a better one that I can actually use. Okay. So we tried a couple of them, and we're going to go with the Sharpie. So today is July 16, 22, and we're going to move to the next step. Now, basically, it is, move this over this way. The product name. Okay, we're dealing. Okay. All right.
Any contact solution that you see.
It should be in the bathroom. Roach traps.
No,
It's by here. These roach traps guaranteed to work. Used by professional exterminators for residential and commercial use. And these are the type of bugs that it kills. Water bugs. The American cockroach and the German cockroach. Never seen that before, but I put a date on it. And we first peel off protective paper. Okay, so there's additional instructions. Pre-fold trap and practice trap, assembly, remove, release paper from glue. Pre-fold trap and practice trap assembly. I say remove, release paper from glue. Fold the trap and insert the tab at the top to hold it together. Okay, kind of smell it. Fold and flaps inward from 30-degree angle. Place the trap in a location where insects are likely to travel to hide, and there's the date. So go ahead, we'll mark the date again. We'll just say this is 16th. I'm off my day. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Some maybe, but to me, I'm not that picky really. All right, so that's a weird looking 7, but probably good enough. It has a year at least, every 90 days. So place trap location where insects are likely to travel or hide. Now you check the trap regularly, dispose the trap when it's covered with insects over 90 days. Then you replace it, or I guess every 90 days. Then you clean, easy to use, discreet, slides easily under appliance and furniture for residential and commercial use. So it says to practice or pre-fold. So you can see some of the pre-fold there. And there's something going on there. I don't really understand it, but it says to practice it before ripping the tape off of it or whatever. So we're gonna look at that. I don't know if that's correct. I can smell it. So, yeah. So, you don't wanna rip the tape off first. You don't want to just grab that and rip it off first. You don't wanna do that. You wanna practice the assembly. So you kind of mess with it a little bit. I mean, you could probably go to a YouTube channel or mine or whatever to kind of mess with it a little bit and see what they mean by practice. So they are saying that there's some kind of fold thing. I do see where it unfolds and folds. I don't know if you mess with that for part of the practice for the assembly, but ultimately how it looks is different than if you just go like that, which they should make them where they do that, but they don't. So I am going to open it flat like this, basically. I am going to kind of look at it and see what they're talking about. One way you can do it is you can look at the image. You can see how the image has like open side. So I don't know if that, yeah, it's kind of funky. I'd probably say that this is how they want it, and they want it to go like that. But if you look at the back of it, it doesn't have fold flaps into foam, 30-degree angle. Okay. I see. So it's actually a 30-degree angle. It's going into like, kind of like you would assembly, on assembling. So 30-degree angle is probably like, yeah, I see what it's doing. So it's kind of like a box, so they actually crawl in this box and they can't get out. So, I see. So the first thing you want to do is mess with the side tabs here. Okay, that's the first. Okay, so when you get these basically pushed in, 30-degree angle, you're looking at it like an acute angle. 90 degrees would be straight up. 30 degrees is actually acute. Okay, you see how that's acute? This actually right here is obtuse, but the acute part it doesn't say acute angle. I would probably write it as acute angle, is that. You can kind of see what I mean by an acute angle, the opposite of an obtuse, okay? Acute angles like that. Obtuse is like that. Cute, obtuse, cute, obtuse, cute, obtuse, cute. So you want to bring it in this way so that you can trap the cockroach if you have the correct angle, okay? So once we have the 30-degree angle done, the next thing we do is the tabs going on the inside. These will be housed outward so the cockroach can crawl in. If we want to look again, you see how there's a lower side? Because once you do it like this, it goes in naturally, the way that it was, well, not naturally. The part you want to focus on is the acute part, this part right there. That's the part you're kind of setting the trap. The reason why you want it acute is because you want the cockroach to crawl in and then basically get stuck there, suffer and die, okay? So they can tell all their friends, scream to all their friends, this is misery, blah, 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 and help me, blah, 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 and they'll go running away. This is guaranteed to work to make your life better. Now, the next part, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, since we practiced, and I practiced with this about 10 minutes, okay? You only saw a little bit of it, but I messed with this for quite a bit of time. I'm gonna make this way. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Now, once I open it, I'm not gonna use those plastic gloves because do not touch it, okay? The gloves, it'll stick to the gloves and rip your gloves. It's very sticky. The idea behind this is stickiness and the smell to get them. You move it 30-degree angle there, but don't go beyond 30 degree. You don't want to leave an open running hole for the cockroach. You want him to have to run into a wall, okay? So he'll run into a wall and there it is. It's flat down this side to a certain degree. It's open on the side where the windows are, so the cockroach goes in and dies. You want to leave room here so they can smell it and go in and die that way. This is all about exterminating cockroaches. Now, I'm going to put it in a place where I think it would be right here, which is before the trash can. And I'm just going to shut the door because I love the darkness. Okay? And welcome to the Please Subscribe Show. I'm Cole.
Okay, what's his or her name? What's his or her name?
And I'm Linda.
And that's catching cockroaches.
I'm stubborn and selfish.
Well, most people are.
Well, I don't know. I just want to do what's
The world is a
best for me.
selfish place, you know, but it doesn't mean that, you know, everybody gets their way. But, you know, I mean, speaking from a father of 3 children and being married, I would find that we realize, especially when we do have children, exactly how stubborn and selfish we actually really are. Because you see that, you know, not only in your children, but in the world around you. When they're, I mean, you got to understand, people would have issues during childbirth. I'm not talking about the mother of my children, but like the people that come in to, you know, to do, what's that thing called? The thing that they give them, the epidural.
Okay, I agree upon that.
When they give the
I agree
epidural.
upon that. Cole, hello?